Alright. It's that fucking time of the month again, isn't it? Alright. Afternoon, everybody. As you all know, the NFL draft will start at 8 o'clock tonight. I just came out of the war room about 15 minutes ago. Had a big talk with Elliot and fucking everybody. Elliot, Gerard, Alex, DeMarcus, you know, our whole entire coaching staff, about, you know, what, what the fuck are we doing? Who are we signing? Who are we drafting? What are our priorities? Who are we shying away from? Who are we really going to try to push and get? Who are we really going to try to get? Who are we going to make any trades with? Any red flags with trades? What to look out for? What not to look out for? Just a whole bunch of shit. Okay? For all you people who make these mock drafts and put all your time and energy into them, you need a life. Okay? I don't do mock drafts. Okay? The only person I'll probably listen to if you paid me would be Colin Cowherd. Okay? Because Colin is a stats guy, which I like. Okay? Anyone have any questions or concerns about anything in this draft? No? Alright, well, as you all know, the big three are obviously going to be Caleb Williams, Jayden Daniels, and somebody. Those are the big three. I will be staying for the entire first round. No shit. It's going to be like 3 or 4 hours long. I will be staying the whole first round. Okay. My top 3 guys that I want, I'd love to get Marvin, I'd love to get Jayden Daniels, and I would love to get, those are the only two. If you can't get either one of them, then just get Drake Maye and just see what he can do. But I don't trust him. Okay. Same thing with J.J. McCarthy. I don't trust him. He's literally Mitchell Trubisky with a better coach. Okay. So I don't want anything to do with J.J. I don't want anything to do with him. Alright. I got a lot of people saying Marvin's going to end up in Arizona, but don't be surprised if Buffalo tries to get him because he's, Stephon going to Houston. That's a really, really shocking move. Don't be surprised if Buffalo tries to trade up with Arizona and try to get Marvin Harrison. Because, let me tell you something, if I got to fucking deal with Marvin Harrison twice a year, I'm going to fucking lose it. Okay. So, Jayden Daniels, Marvin Harrison, any one of those two guys would be ideal. Obviously, that's not going to happen. Why? Because we're the fucking Patriots. Okay. If we trade up with some team, which I've heard the Giants want to trade, the Vikings want to trade, the Falcons want to trade, I've heard all this crazy ass shit. Steelers want to trade. I've heard all this crazy ass shit. Okay, this is why I don't predict mock drafts, because you never know what's going to happen. Now, obviously, we all know Caleb Williams is going number 1. Okay, that's a given. Okay, with how, I think Chicago might be the biggest sleeper, for the playoffs or even the NFC Championship game. Okay, don't sleep on the Bears. Christ, if you see a Bears-Texans Super Bowl, don't be surprised. Seriously. Texans got everybody, and now the Bears are really, really working it. Okay? But anyway, we're not here to talk about Chicago or Houston or Buffalo or Arizona or Washington or New York or the other New York. We're here to talk about this fucking team right here. Do I see us trading the pick? I wouldn't be surprised. I think it would be fucking utter stupidity if we did, if Jayden Daniels or Marvin Harrison was available. And here's another thing about this whole Marvin Harrison bullshit. I mean, I got people out here saying that drafting Marvin Harrison would be a huge mistake. Why? Do you not know who Marvin Harrison Jr. is? Do you not know who his father was? His father literally has like 160 touchdowns. Do you understand? He's probably got more than Randy Moss. Randy Moss, I think has 156. Actually, I think Marvin, has like 153, but I'm not sure. Marvin Harrison's no slouch, okay? But you got people saying that Marvin Harrison going to New England would suck. Why? You got a temporary quarterback. I'm not trying to get to the Super Bowl in 1 year. I'm trying to win at least 10, 11 games and make it to the playoffs. I'm not here to win the Super Bowl, 15 years in a row. That's just unrealistic. Okay? What I would do, this is what I would do. Draft Marvin Harrison. Keep Jacoby Brissett as your quarterback. And then draft a quarterback for 2025 and then bench Brissett. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. I don't like the quarterbacks this year. I know. I don't like them. I only like two of them, Caleb and Jayden. That's it. Fuck the rest of them. Fuck Bo. Fuck Mike. Fuck Drake. Fuck them all. Fuck JJ. I don't care. All right. Possible people that we could get. We got the Odunze guy from LSU for receivers. Xavier Leggett is another guy. Luke McCaffrey is another guy. Ladd McConkey or whatever the fuck the guy's name is. So there's possibilities. Malik Neighbors, Xavier Leggett, Xavier Worthy, any one of those guys. Those are all possibilities. I don't know how the linebacking core is in this draft. I think it's shitty. I think the running back game is fucking absolute horse shit. There are no running backs in this draft. There are no running backs ever. Okay? Usually it's receivers, quarterbacks, offensive line. That's all you get in the draft. You get a couple defensive guys, maybe a couple big play defensive ends, big play defensive tackles, a couple really good corners, a hard-hitting safety, and that's it. Okay. Considering the fact that football has now turned into a offensive game, a pass-first game, all you're going to see in the draft is quarterbacks, receivers, quarterbacks, receivers, quarterbacks, receivers. That's all you're going to see. All right. So I will be coming out with a post-draft video once the draft is over, and that's going to be sometime in May. I'm going to look up the pros and cons of every single player we draft, and just like last year, I'm going to make a post-draft analysis video of every single person we get, including undrafted. Okay. And hopefully we actually get shit done this year. We did good with Christian Gonzalez last year, and then God forbid he fucking tore his labrum or whatever the fuck he did. Dislocated his shoulder or something. But he was a really promising guy. I think all three receivers that he guarded, I think it was Tyreek was one of them. I think Garrett Wilson was another one, and some other guy. Tyreek only had 5 catches, 40 yards. So Christian can run with him. So that's good. And hopefully he gets back to normal this year. As long as his footwork is still good. I would be concerned if he tears his ACL or has an Achilles injury or torn MCL or a quadricep tear or something, because that'll really fuck up his feet. And we don't want that. But we're here to talk about now. I don't know what the hell to expect from this draft. I really don't. I really don't. So, I know who I want. But I don't know who we're going to get. Difference. Alright. Have a good night, everybody. Take care. Be careful out there. I'm going to be heading up to FanDuel. No betting. I'm not trying to lose my fucking job. Going to be heading up to Sportsbook, watching the draft with the manager of Sportsbook. Shout out to him. Shout out to my friend Chris. The guy's a fucking phenomenal guy. Funnier than hell. Full of life. Has a great hearty laugh. And so I'll meet him at about 7:45, 10 of. And we'll start getting to work. Alright, thank you guys. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Have a good night, everybody.